What if I told you could create a digital product in a single day and actually start making money from it without a huge audience, complicated tech, or months of work? The biggest lie people believe about selling digital products online is that you need more time, more content, more experience, or a better product. When in reality, most people don't make money because they overcomplicate everything. In this video, I'm going to show you the simplest step-by-step system to create and sell a digital product fast and why this works even if you're a complete beginner. And make sure you stay until the end because I'm going to show you the exact part that most people get wrong that stops them from making sales. If we haven't met yet, I'm Kimberly Latona. I have built multiple income streams online, generated six figures across different side hustles in different industries, all while raising three boys under 7 and traveling the world. So for the past few years, I've focused on creating simple, scalable, full-time income that works in part-time hours. And what I've learned is this: simple scales and complicated doesn't. So let's break this down into something that you can actually follow. The real reason most people don't make money selling digital products online, most people think that their problem is I don't have the right product idea, or I don't have the right experience, or I'm not educated enough or have the right experience to create a digital product. But the real problem is actually that they spend too much time on creating and not enough time on selling. Okay, they overthink the product for months or years. You know who you are. They make it too big or too long and they stuff too much into it, which makes it overwhelming. And they try to make it perfect and they never actually launch. So let's talk about what actually works. If you're wondering how to create digital products to sell online for beginners, here's the model that works. You only need one simple product, one clear result, and one system to sell it. Okay, that's it. Not 10 products, 5 funnels, 3 social media platforms, and you don't have to be everywhere all at once. Okay, just one product, one simple system, and one platform to sell it. Okay, so if you want a step by step breakdown of this exact system, including what to create and how to sell it, download my free digital freedom business blueprint below. Okay, so the best digital products to start with, the best digital products to sell online right now are not massive courses. Okay, they're not overdeveloped, professionally filmed massive courses. They're simple. Think a short guide or an ebook, a course or a workshop that helps someone get a specific result, a system or resources that help people get results faster and easier, like templates or scripts or prompts, or a membership that helps people get from point A to point B in a specific journey with accountability and resources. Okay, so why? Because people don't want more information. There's so much information out there. They want curated information that helps them get faster results and that has simpler execution. Okay, so let's talk about how to create it fast. This is the 1 day method. The process is step one: choose one specific result. Okay, so you're not going to go with how to build a business. You're going to go with something like how to get your first sale using Instagram stories. Okay, that's very specific, and it's a lot easier to create something that is very specific versus something that's very broad or vague, or very complicated and takes a lot of steps. Okay, also a lot easier to create whatever that is that you want to create if it's a simple result and a very specific result. Okay, the second thing you're going to do is you're just going to outline the steps. Okay, so ask what would someone need to do step by step in order to get this result that I'm promising them. Okay, step 3, use AI as a draft tool. So use ChatGPT to outline and draft and organize your ideas, and then add your own experience, your stories, your insights, your personal results or your clients' results, because that's what makes it valuable and credible and unique. Okay, then you're not just putting together something that is just AI. You don't want to just slop together something that is just written by ChatGPT. That is not unique. It's not personal. It's not going to sell because it's not as valuable. Like somebody can just go to ChatGPT and do that. They're coming for your insights and your stories and your experience. Okay, and the last step, step 4, is to design this in Canva, if it's a PDF, or record it in OBS. Both of these are free software. So for a PDF, just choose a simple template in Canva with a clean layout, add your content, and export it as a PDF. Done. Now you have an ebook. Okay. For a video course or training, you can download the free OBS software that I'm using to record this, record yourself teaching the steps to get your result, and then save it as a QuickTime movie. And by the way, this entire system is outlined step by step in detail in my 7-day launch challenge inside of the Digital Freedom Collective. So I also want to mention that if you don't want to create your own digital product from scratch, you also have the option to purchase a digital course with master resale rights or private label resale rights, and then sell that course for 100% profit. Okay, this is actually how I personally made over $15,000 in my first month selling digital products before I started creating my own digital products. Okay, so if you don't have a digital product idea or you don't want to spend time creating something and not sure if it's going to sell, you can definitely sell a course that already comes with master resale rights, and you can legally sell someone else's content and someone else's course and make 100% profit. So if you're curious and you want more information about the exact master resale rights or MRR course that I sold to make over $50,000 in my first year, I put a link in, below in the video. Okay, so here's the part that most people don't expect. Your product doesn't create the sales. Okay, it doesn't matter how amazing your product is because it's not what makes the sale. Okay, this is a big mindset shift because your product just doesn't make the first sale. Your marketing does. And because before someone buys, they haven't seen your product. They don't know what the quality is. They don't know what's inside. Okay. And if you're starting from scratch, like there are no testimonials of people telling other people how great it is inside. Okay. They're buying based on trust and clarity in your message. Okay. So this is why digital marketing is such an important skill to learn if you have any type of online business. Okay. So let's talk about the simple sales system. The best way to sell digital products online is not complicated. Okay, it's this. Put together a little funnel for you, a little graphic for you. So you're going to go from the traffic, okay, content that you're posting on one platform, to the freebie, to the emails, and then to the offer or the sale, okay, the checkout page. So here's how this works. Step one is the traffic. So this is the content that you're posting. You can choose whichever platform that you want because your target market is probably on every platform. Okay. I personally think that YouTube is the best long-term platform. And Instagram would maybe be a runner-up. Okay. So I would choose either YouTube or Instagram. And the reason why I like YouTube is because it compounds and it builds trust and it brings consistent views versus Instagram or Facebook, for example, because your posts on Instagram or Facebook last a day or maybe a week if you're depending on engagement. If everyone keeps commenting, maybe it keeps popping up for a week or two. And YouTube is searchable. It's a search engine, unlike social media platforms, which are just content driven posting. Okay. So step number two is your freebie. Okay. So you're turning your viewers into email subscribers by offering them something of value in exchange for their email address. Okay. And now they're on your list and you own the list. Okay. You don't own YouTube, you don't own Facebook or Instagram or Pinterest or any of the other social media platforms, okay? But you do own your email list. And once you have them on your email list, you can keep nurturing them and you can sell. And this is where the sales happen. This is really important, okay? Email converts up to 40 times higher than social media, okay? That's why it's important to start growing your email list if you haven't already. Okay, and then the last step is your checkout page. Okay, this is where the sale happens. The simple page, it just has your headline, the result that you're promising, testimonials if you have them, and a buy button. Okay, very simple. So the truth is you don't need more ideas, more time, or more information. Okay, you need simplicity, focus, and execution. Because the people who win with digital products in 2026 are not the smartest. Okay, I don't know if you've looked around, but like sometimes people are getting rich online and they're not the smartest. Okay, they're not the brightest crayon in the box. They're not the sharpest tool in the shed. They are the ones who just launch faster. They stay consistent and they keep it simple. Okay, so if you want the full system, um, let's turn this off. If you want the full system, including a step-by-step roadmap to help you create, launch, and scale your digital product, including done-for-you funnels and automations and live weekly calls and support, that is exactly what you get inside the Digital Freedom Collective. I would love to see you over there. And if you're not ready, just download the free Digital Freedom Business Blueprint below in the link below. And more importantly, if you're wondering whether this still works in today's market, watch the next video where I break down whether it's still worth selling digital products in 2026. Because when you combine that with what you learned today, you'll be ready to start making money online with digital products. See you in the next video.